Hello YouTube, this is Julia Plous, children's book author and child at heart. So, who remembers Polly Pockets? Now in my day, Polly Pockets were not the 3-inch tall doll with the snap-on clothing. They were actually these little compacts, which are coming back actually. I was at CVS a couple weeks ago and I saw one that I was just like, oh my gosh, they're making the compacts again, because I remember when these were like discontinued and Polly Pocket just became a doll with clothing and accessories, and that was no fun. But this is the first one I remember having. It's a carnival. Polly is missing, as is the case with a lot of these. But yeah, back in the day, all the Pollys looked like this. They were tiny and had like short curly hair. This one is a rogue. The one she came with is missing. But anyway, so this is the first one I had. It's a carnival. As you can see, there's a roller coaster. Here's the little cart that you were supposed to put Polly in and then have her go down the track. There's like a little merry-go-round here and a concession stand there and a slide. And one time I wanted to turn this into a water park, and I poured some water in it just to keep it a little shallow, just to make it like a water park. And unfortunately, that kind of dissolved the glue that was holding this the ground here, this little piece of paper. So now it moves around a little, because that's what happens when you pour water in your Polly Pockets, so don't do that. Here's one that was my sister's. It's a seashell shape, and it appears to be just like a beach house. Whatever dolls came with it are missing. But yeah, there's 2 bedrooms and a bathroom, and then this little boardwalk, and it's like, oh look, one of the boards broke, and there it is, floating in the water. So it's just a cute, relaxing little vacation home. Here's another seashell-shaped one. This one also belonged to my sister. This was a church wedding, and I mean, here it's another one of these things where, now if these are the doors into the church, we are looking into the church, and yet the church is also down here. Oh crap, the bride tipped over. There was a groom too. There was a guy. It was like a guy in a gray hat, a gray suit with a little top hat. But so there's the bride and bridesmaid. Here's a pipe organ with a ring in it. I don't think the ring will fit on my finger anymore, but yeah, this was cute. And let's see, here's one I had. This one still has one of the things it came with. I don't know if this was supposed to be a boy or a girl, not that it matters, but this, I remember, came with this. This appears to be a flower shop or a plant shop, because there's a lot of plants. There's a parrot in the middle somehow. And then down here, a slide. And I don't know if this is supposed to be an overgrown mushroom or if it's like, you know, like an awning to like a patio. But yeah, this was mine exclusively, not my sister's, which means a lot when you're a kid. This one was mine, and when I was a kid, I didn't understand what it was. Now I look at it and I know it is a fashion show runway. This is obviously the dressing rooms, and you go through here, and this is the runway. These are lights. I didn't know that's what they were, and then this little platform where you turn around. You know, when I was a kid, I didn't know what a fashion show was. I'd probably never heard the words fashion show or runway or even dressing room. And I remember I used to think these things were radiators. It's like they kind of look like radiators. They're kind of ribbed. Now I know they're clothing racks, but back then I didn't know. So I think I just thought it was like a hotel. I guess that's probably what I thought. I knew these were couches. I'm like, oh, could those be beds? Maybe. This says 1992 on the back, which would have made me 3, and yeah, unaware of all that stuff. Here's one that, oh yeah, this one I actually did understand. It's a birthday party, obviously. This is actually the Polly that came with it, and we got her home up there, and then there's, this is like a DJ booth, and she can go back there, and there's like a microphone. This is supposed to be a dance floor. You can put one Polly in there and turn it around. And then down here are the presents, and in this big present box, there's a little teddy bear that she was given as a present, I guess. So, it's amazing I still have that. It's amazing I still have her. Well, this particular Polly, this one came with a heart-shaped lime green compact, and it had a bedroom, and then the bottom part was like a ranch. There was a stable with a horse, and obviously you couldn't put Polly on the horse. In fact, I think there was a doll already kind of on the horse, and it was like, had short brown hair. Maybe it was supposed to be Polly's little sister or something. I don't know, but I don't know why that particular compact got lost. Here's one I don't really like very much. It's babysitting themed. It's got, it used to have Polly and 2 little kids. Now it's just got this one little girl. And she looks like she's the, what's her name? Polly from Family Circus, actually. The kids looked like they were from Family Circus. So there was 2 beds, 2 high chairs, 2 potties, and this dumbass, you know, rocking horse thing. And there's something about this I didn't like. And it was probably the concept of babysitting itself. I never liked that. The fact that it's all yellow, I think maybe I played a scenario in which Polly was babysitting the 2 kids and they peed all over the house, and that's why it was yellow. Because that sounds like something a kid would think up, doesn't it? That's all my Polly Pockets. I also want to include this. This was a gift from my cousins back in, I don't know, 4th grade. Maybe 3rd grade. This was, this is Pound Puppies, which were a thing in the 80s, but then they brought them back in the 90s too. So this is a little doggy's, you know, 50s diner. There's a dance floor, there's a jukebox, there's a bar, there's this pastry bin, and all these places were like little hiding places for the dog. And there's this, I don't know what this is. This is like, is it supposed to be a water dish? Because it's like blue on top, but you peel away this blue thing and then it leads to this fire hydrant door. And I still have all the animals that came with it. There was a little bulldog and a hound dog and a cat. And I remember what I named them. Armand, Ramses, and Nefertina, after Mummies Alive. Does anyone remember that show? It was like on in the mornings before school, and it was about that kid with like really floppy brown hair. And I don't remember the origin, but he like unlocked the mummies, and there were 4 mummies. There was the leader who like, he had the eagle powers, and then there was Armand who was missing an arm, but when he got his powers, he had a big gold arm. And there was the snake guy, and then the cat lady, Nefertina. That was kind of a neat show. I wonder what I'd think of it if I saw it now. I should look it up. Okay, so yeah, if you remember Mummies Alive, comment. And all right, as for the rest of the Polly Pockets, my sister and I were friends with some girls, some other sisters, who, they had more Polly Pockets than we did, and we were pretty jealous. I remember there was one that was, it was designed like a makeup case. It was lavender and oval shaped, and it had a handle, and then you could unlock all these drawers and secret compartments, and it just opened up to like a world, and I was like, yeah, I was so jealous, I wanted it. And my sister's friend also had one that was a castle, and there was like a princess and a horse-drawn carriage, I think. That was one my sister always wanted. And there was one of like a jungle or a zoo. It came with a bunch of animals, and there was, I remember there was like a tree or something, and it was like a chute. You could take the little animals and put them down a chute, and they'd come down the tree. I don't know. I remember a monkey. That's all I remember. And the monkey may have had a curved tail that you could hook onto things. Oh, man. I mean, these things were so much fun. And I don't know why they discontinued the compacts when they did, but I don't want to hear that this was a choking hazard, because for God's sake, this is not a choking hazard. You could swallow like 10 of these and pass them and not even know it. So I don't know why they discontinued them, but at least they're bringing them back, so that'll be fun. Yeah, that's all my Polly Pockets. I don't have that much, but thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and please check out my children's book on Amazon, The Last of the Pitbulls. Thank you.